This has got to be one of the most devastating days I've ever had, bro. Yes, it was a good day. Didn't take any losses. We passed some evals, full porting CPI and whatnot. But dude, I took this on my like my live account, and just fucking brutal, bro. Look at this shit, bro. Look at this shit. Not even 5 points away. Not even, I was counting the body. If we count, it's like 2, maybe 3 points away, dude, from hitting TP. Like, what the fucking Q? We didn't have an SMT or anything. It just, you know what? I have something for you, NQ. Do you see this? Valerian fucking Steel. Alright? You know what? Remove this. You can get a good look at this. Valerian Steel. Alright? Long Claw. Jon Snow's sword. Alright, now you remember this, NQ. Next time you think about crossing me, don't forget I'm fucking Lord Commander of the Night's Watch, right? I'm the king of the fucking North, okay? You ever cross me like this again, NQ? I will have your head. I'm not. Alright, that's enough. That's enough joking around. Let's actually get to the recap, because I'm tired. It's already 12. But, dude, y'all can't lie. That piece was, like, that was sick, bro. It's actually so clean. I just got it a couple days ago. Oh my gosh. Chair's messed up again. But, yeah. You do that shit again, NQ, I'll call up my girl Khaleesi. Daenerys Stormborn. Daenerys Stormborn Targaryen. She's gonna hit you with the Dracarys. Alright, anyways. Fuck, where was I? Okay, yeah, so CPI came out. This is actually one of my first times doing it. I'm usually just always, passing evals, I guess, passively, because it's stupid if you strictly rely on CPI to pass your accounts, because you gotta wait once every single month, and it's not even a guaranteed win. It's a high probable win, but you know you can get wicked out and whatnot. But this is my first time actually trying it, and hey, man, we're good so far. So I might just start doing this every single month. It's a great risk to reward ratio, you know, even if it loses. But yeah, really good way to pass accounts from not only from what everyone else says, but from my own personal experience that I just had today. So yeah, great day. Of course, lovely. Just waking up that early, and then honestly, I could have been done after this because I didn't really see much happening. But was just chilling on my phone, and then I really wasn't expecting to take anything. I didn't really like what we were seeing here. Let me actually get to the replay mode, and then I'm gonna do a quick overview of yesterday's trade. Excuse me, that I missed out on. It's quite unfortunate, but yeah, we didn't really have much. We already took this high out here from CPI news data. ES is at all-time highs at this point in time. Let me actually just verify that real quick. Yeah, ES was at all-time highs, so I mean, our shorts, we can't really anticipate longs or shorts, really. We can just go off the levels we have. So, of course, I marked out the 15-minute unmitigated gap we have. We are currently in a 5-minute, so that's also kind of important, I guess. Let's see. I mean, shorts. I could see shorts because of like I said, NQ took this out. We have a high time frame SMT with ES at all time highs. So I could see shorts, but I would need a confirmation to the downside, like an inverse of this gap, to then be short. Because I mean, we do have good amounts of liquidity here. We have an unmitigated 15-minute. I think unmitigated. No, not it. ES had the unmitigated 4-hour right there, but that is also technically an SMT. Anyways, I'm not going to go too far into detail on the bias and whatnot. All I know is the only thing I could really see myself taking was a continuation long towards this data high, which I don't even know if it's really a data high. It's not an abnormal wick. It's just a normal wick 2 minutes after news release, but it's still the high we made from that CPI news drop, so it's hard to tell. Oh my gosh, my hair's getting in my nose and it's tickling me. But yeah, other than this, the only other trade I could see, happening is a confirmation, or continue like confirmation to the downside that we're bearish, and then a continuation short towards these lows. So that's pretty much it. Really wasn't expecting much at all. And then got off my phone, was doom scrolling, and then I saw this beautiful, beautiful price action. Okay, this is right before market open. So I'm like, okay, we're gonna get something good here. We might get continuations. We have this 15-minute getting hit. It's also a 30-minute as well, and it's also an hourly as well. Oh my gosh, that's not an hourly. I lied. I'm sorry about that. But my fucking nose keeps itching. Okay. And we have an SMT here. What? Oh, sorry, I was a little bit too far ahead. We have an SMT at this low, so a little internal SMT. And just targeting this up here, which there are definitely some lessons I can learn from this trade here. But yeah, basically the entry model was based off this 2-minute IFEG here, as well as this 3-minute. Both of them closed at the same time, which was great. Perfect trade. I actually entered a little bit late due to the moment of the entry, ES made triple equal highs or quadruple equal highs, and I did not want to see these equal highs hold and we push lower. So I was like, okay, once ES pushes a little bit past these, doesn't matter how much, just as long as it goes past and we break these equal highs, then I'll be willing to take a trade, because ES has a weird thing where we like to make equal highs and lows and just never come for them, and it's essentially used as a support and a resistance level. Very, very strange. I'm not sure why it does that, and it's only on ES. Said that multiple times in other videos, but yeah, just clarifying that again. So once that happened, I actually got a discounted entry because NQ did have a pretty fat and deep retrace here. Oh my gosh. So I don't have tissues. But my nose is itching like hell. And I've been blowing my nose all day today. So excuse me. Alright, one more. I'll get back to this recap. Okay. So yes, ES broke those equal highs, and I took a discounted. I think I waited for, I'm not sure exactly what I waited for. Maybe it was a 30 or 15-second IFEG back to the upside. Maybe it was that, or it was either just it going back up to entry. All I know is I took my entry right here, so it was pretty much the exact same entry that I would have had if I originally just took the IFEG entry. Went break even at this internal high here. Great delivery. I mean, look at this. It looks like it's just gonna smack. I was so happy. I'm like, look, I just passed fucking multiple accounts today, and I'm about to hit a banger on my live account. Life is good. Life is great. God is great. And we just get hit with this fucking Darth Vader looking candle, and it looks pretty scary. And at the time, this is the mistake I made. I trailed my stop all the way up here towards 500, so it was like a 1-to-1 I was risking. I saw us have this down candle, and I was like, you know what, let me trail to like 200, because I think that's how much I need for a winning day. So I was like, let me just farm my winning days. I'll just trail here. And then I saw this deep ass retrace, and I'm like, I'm gonna just go break even, because I'm really confident we're gonna hit this high. We're bound to have an SMT at that high, so I'm willing to just go break even. I'm really confident in this, but no. NQ had other plans. Bam! What the fuck? Oh my gosh, I do not remember it being that deadly. What the actual fuck? 65 points. 65 points. I don't know if Russia just I was gonna say something, but I should not say that. Never mind. I don't know what happened, but dude, what the actual fuck, bro? Like, what is this candle? And not only that, you know, I was like, all right, we're probably gonna do this dumb shit, and then we'll run back up, hit these highs. No, we don't do that. We just end up chopping, and then stop loss gets hit for this trade. I mean, I got break even, so I'm not complaining. Uh, but I mean, come on, man, what the fuck, dude? I'm 2 points away from hitting TP, and you can't just give it to me, bro. You can't give it to me. Like, are you serious? What the? Oh my gosh, this was so painful. I had to gaslight myself into thinking, you know, because I missed out on a trade yesterday. I missed out on a trade on Friday. I haven't taken a single winning trade this entire new year. I took off like a couple days on winter break. Um, Last week was one of the worst weeks my model has ever had. 4 losses, and then the Friday of last week, I'm like, you know what? This week we taken 4 losses. I might just lay off for the week, and I decided to not take trades on Friday. And there's winning setup, so I miss out on that. I miss out on the winning setup yesterday. And then, I'm like, all right, fine. I'm already down 2R for this. I'm down 2 trades for the year so far. This might be my first winning trade. I was so fucking hyped. But no. Like, looking at this hurts my soul. I feel my heart sinking to my stomach, bro. Oh my gosh. Like, what the fuck, man? This was a beautiful ass trade. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. It was above a 1.5R. It was like, how much better can it get, bro? Seriously. Like genuinely, how much better can this trade get? I don't know how the fuck this lost. And then, to quickly go over the rest of the day, boom. We're at this point in time now, right? We hit this, not technically a news data low. It is the 830 low, though. And we have an SMT at that low right there. As you can see, we're deep, deep, deep SMT. We took out Asia here. Let's see what gaps we hit. We don't really have any gaps. We do have an unmitigated 15-minute down here. And I think we have an unmitigated 4-hour that was not yet touched, right? That's pretty important. Something to take note of. We came very close to it, so we definitely could have waited for that. But overall, it's a good model. We have the SMT. We still have relatively equal highs above. Lots of low resistance right there, and we have a beautiful entry model there. So I think it's worth the risk. And the way this looks, maybe if a 2-minute presented itself, I'd be a lot more confident. But this looks pretty good. Break even right here. And then just targeting all this low resistance. Even this itself could be a trade. And then this is final TP. But no, this just has other plans. And luckily, because I don't know if I would have taken this, I might have taken a trade because could have been mad at this. But luckily, I was like, you know what? I'm off. I'm not looking for any more trades. Fuck this. And I came back, and the entry model had actually already been presented. And we're in this candle right here. And I'm like, you know what? If we get like a 30 or 15-second IFEG back to the upside, I'll take this trade. And we didn't get that. Luckily, no, we did. We actually did get a 15-second, and I did not take it. I did not take the 15-second entry, and I'm so glad I didn't because that shit just lost. And I was just so happy. So me missing out on this definitely made my day. Of course, it would have been a lot better if we banged on this trade. But, it is what it is. And then later on, we actually gave a model. I'm not going to go too in-depth on this. I'm just going to show it real quick. I'll go over this on the week recap. I think we have an SMT there. Boom. Hit this low. And then, you can see, of course, the SMT. And then you can also just see the difference in price action. Like, we see what we were printing right here. And then, out of nowhere, boom, boom. We just have the fucking craziest boomerang type price action ever, bro. Craziest V shape. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. And let's see where this actually delivered. If it hit full TP up here, I haven't checked the markets. Didn't even hit the highs. What a fucking sad little bitch NQ is. NQ, you're a piece of shit. You know that? That better be. We better go for those relatively equal highs tomorrow. And I better catch a fucking banger. Alright? I'm really pissed off if we don't. Alright, essentially, this trade was pretty simple. This was yesterday's trade that I missed out on. It looks like a simple, we're trending down in Asia. We reverse in London. It looks like a continuation to the upside. We do have an SMT there. SMT here. And I don't know if we're probably not in any imbalances. Yeah, not even going to bother checking that. But on the 15-minute chart, let's see. The one thing I could expect was, of course, a 5 or 15-minute pullback, or us just coming up. And I think that was the only thing I was really looking for. We are in a 4-hour gap, so I could see continuation shorts somehow. If we do get that, we just need confirmation. We have an unmitigated hourly, which aligns with Asia. We have just an intermediate high there, relatively equal highs right here, stacked liquidity. So looking for longs ideally. Market opens, we fucking bull run all the way to our targets. So we therefore have no more targets. Okay, and the only thing I'm thinking about taking is just a 5 or 15-minute pullback and a continuation long. Okay, we have equal highs here, Asia high, and a 1-hour unmitigated gap. So that's pretty stacked targets on ES. And it isn't until here, boom, we start slowing down. We pull back into the 5-minute, and the draws, seemed pretty good. We have this 1-hour gap. Seems what it looks like. Let's see if that is. Okay, we have an unmitigated 1-hour, unmitigated 15-minute, as well as low resistance right there. If I go on the 1-minute time frame, you can see that a lot more clearly. Here we are. Stack, low resistance. Looks very fucking sexy. All right, now back to the trade recap. Yeah, we hit this 5-minute intermediate low. Let's see if we have like an SMT or something. Yeah, we have the SMT at the low as well. So that's great. I doubt there's a 15-minute. Yeah, no 15-minute, but it doesn't matter. We still have the 5-minute. And then I wanted to see a deeper retracement to this unmitigated gap. This is a pretty big gap, as well as EQ of this range from market open up until now. That would have been amazing, of course. Wait. This is from earlier. Let me just down here. Okay. EQ was a little bit further down, but still, I wanted to see a deeper retrace. But I should have been fine with this, and I was going to take this. We had this 2-minute IFG right there. That was the highest time frame. Dude, look how beautiful this was. Kaboom. Beautiful IFG to the upside. Break even up here. Targets up here for around a 2R. Oh my goodness. And this 1-minute did not get inverse, and I'm like, you know what? I'm okay with, messing with the RR a little bit, having a tighter stop. I just want to see this 1-minute get inverse before I take this. I don't want to reject off here and take a loss. And guess what happens, chat? Guess what fucking happens? Straight ass ripper to TP. Real unfortunate. Where the fuck was this delivery today? We needed this type of delivery today, but NQ, you are a bitch. You, NQ, are a psycho bitch. I hate you so much. Oh my gosh, bro. Yeah, that's pretty much the trade. And we gave, later on, I'm going to just show this real quick. Of course, I can go over this on the week recap, but boom. Price action sucks, so I did not take this, but we have a simple SMT there, 2-minute IFEG, and then we have lots of low resistance to the downside. This would have gotten break even anyways, but definitely not willing to take that because price just looks so ugly. It's already late in the session. We're just chopping, and yeah. I'm not gonna lie, chat. I kind of wanted a cool ass thumbnail with my long claw sword. Brothers of the Night's Watch. Night's Watch with me. I'm Jon Snow. Jon Snow, save me, Jon Snow. Alright, no fucking about. Let's get this thumbnail, and I gotta get to bed. Doesn't even need to be a cool thumbnail. I just want to show Long Claw, the little pommet, because it's the most iconic pommet in all of fiction. How should I hold this? I mean, I was trying to take a picture, like I could just screenshot the fucking. Can't show my PJs. Gotta be in the all black Night's Watch fit. Let's see, should we show the blade? Nah, because it's gonna... Dude, this is so fucking sick, bro. I'm gonna have to get some oil to polish this so it won't, you know, rust. But, dude, this is fucking sick. I can't see the camera. But, yeah, Night's Watch sword. Long claw. Dude, this is the most badass thing I've ever fucking got. Not even joking. Alright, anyways, hopefully I can find a good frame on the video to screenshot, but... Alrighty, chat. That's gonna be, it's gonna wrap it up for the video. Gonna end this here, go to bed, hopefully catch some bangers tomorrow. Or at least a banger. Kind of devastated with how this year started. And yeah, just gonna hope for the comeback and see what happens. And